Hello, everyone. Welcome back. So, I was thinking about the easiest way to conveniently make a cup of coffee, you know, if I'm out hunting or I'm out in the woods or, whatever. And I came upon these coffee bags, pods, I'm not sure what you want to call them, but they basically were like a tea bag but had coffee in them. And I'm like, oh, I should try those. But I'll be honest with you, they were a little expensive. So I started looking into tea bags, and I found these tea bags, 200 of these, for $8 on Amazon. And they had a pretty decent review, so I picked them up. And here's one, and it's full of coffee, and it holds 2 scoops. So basically, I'll use 2 of my scoops. I guess they're about a table. No, they got to be a little bit more than a tablespoon. But whatever those scoops come with the coffee machines, it fits 2 of those, and that's what I actually use to make 1 cup of coffee. So I have my little Coleman 533 here. I'm gonna light this up, pump it up a little bit. Ooh, there you go. You let that settle down a little bit. All right. So no bushcraft pot, just a regular old pot with some water in it. I'm going to bring that to a boil. And while I was reading some of the sites that actually made those coffee tea bags, for lack of a better term, they were saying don't boil them, but bring the water up to a boil, cut off your heat, wait a couple, 30, 40 seconds, a minute, then pour it into your coffee cup, and then put the tea bag in, or coffee bag, whatever you want to call it. And then their secret tip, or whatever you want to call it, hack, is you leave it in there for about 10 to 15 seconds, and then you purge air that's supposedly trapped in there, or carbon, whatever. I'll show you when I get to it. So I'll bring you back once that's at a boil, and we'll make a cup of coffee out of it, and we'll see how it works out. I have high hopes for it, because this is super convenient. You can throw 3, 4, 5, 6 of these into your pack, and they weigh like nothing. So let's see how it works out. I shall be back. All right, so I have a boil. Let's kill the heat. Just gonna let that sit there for, like I said, about 30, 45 seconds. I basically don't want to see any bubbles. Still looking pretty hot. We'll give it another 30, 40 seconds. Now, my most favorite way to make a cup of coffee is with a percolator. Um, I've been looking at yard sale stuff and Facebook Marketplace for, those old timey 2 cup percolators that are only about, 6 inches tall. Um, but I can't find any because Steve Winkleman and Shovelhead 8 bought them all. All right, let's try this out. Let's take this off. Let's push that out of the way. We're going to put this in here and then slowly spill water all over. I hope this works out. As you can see, let me get closer here. The bag did puff up and it's floating on the top. And that's what they said would happen with their product. So it's happening with this one. So I'm going to give it, I think they said like 15, 20 seconds to settle back down. And then we're going to purge that air out of there. All right, let's see. Let's see if it sinks. Nope. Let's try it that way. Definitely not sinking. Now, I don't know if it has to do with the mesh. It sunk a little bit, but it's not totally sinking. I don't know if it would totally sink, but it doesn't seem to have that big air bubble in it anymore. So they say on their site, what they say, 5 to 10 minutes. So I'm gonna leave this in. We're going to go the full 10 minutes. This way I could really get a good taste of it. And we'll see how it goes. So I'll bring you back in about 10 minutes. All right, so it's been about 10 minutes. That's still hot. Woo. All right, well, first impressions is it looks nice and dark. Definitely doesn't look weak. Do not like weak coffee. So I'm not going to put any cream or sugar in it, and I'm just going to give it a taste. And let's see. Huh. Well, it's, it definitely doesn't have the taste it would if it was percolated or even put into like a drip. Um, is it a great cup of coffee? I don't think so. I'm having such a hard time doing coffee easily. I don't know what's a better way to put it. Conveniently, like with these bags or, using some type of drip system, like pour over. I have never tried a French press. I'm going to hopefully get one of those and try that again, but I'm trying to uh, make it very convenient and easy to do it quickly. I thought this was going to be the solution, but I would have to say no. I mean, unless it needs to sit in there for, 20 minutes or so, but then again, that defeats the whole purpose. So, would I drink this? I would. It's not terrible. It's not super weak, but it doesn't have that flavor that, like, after you swallow it, you kind of get that aftertaste. It's not bitter. Um, I think out of all the ways I've tried it, this was kind of tied with the pour over. I have an old coffee filter from a drip pot, and then I would pour over the water. This is kind of similar to that, but it just doesn't compare to a percolated cup of coffee. So the hunt is going to continue for the little mini coffee pot. I did see some online. I think it was a GSI. It might be a GSI. They have one, but it's still not small enough. I just want those little tiny ones, but I will find one. So there you have it. My little experiment with tea bag coffee, I guess, for lack of a better term. And I'm not 100% disappointed, but I'm definitely not overjoyed about it. So there you have it, folks. Hopefully that helped you out. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. You know I'm going to say it. I'm sending you all much, much love and appreciation, my brothers and sisters. Thanks for coming along, and we'll see you on the next one.